Hey girls, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do a stained glass nail using products from DoubleDipNails. I do already have my practice finger prepped and ready for the application. I do have a very thin layer of nude gel polish on the base of the nail, and I have already glued on the nail tip. I'm going to start by taking the base coat gel. This is from any of the Polygel kits. I will link my favorite one down below. I'm going to be applying a thin layer of the base coat onto the entire nail. When you're applying the base coat, you want to make sure that you're applying a pretty thin layer. We're only applying this to allow the glitter to adhere to the nail. I am going to be using the Polygel brush to pick up the glitter as well as apply the Polygel. I also have this glitter. It's kind of like a clear iridescent type of glitter, and I'm going to be using this to apply to the nail. So I'm just picking up this glitter mix and I'm applying it into the uncured base coat gel. I'm honestly not sure where I got this glitter from. If I can find it, I will try to link it below, but I'm really not sure where I got this from. You can use any glitter for the base of the nail. Personally, I wanted something very transparent because I do want the nail to be see-through at the very end, so picking a glitter that is transparent was something that I wanted. Once I've applied the glitter to the entire nail, I am going to go ahead and cure for a full minute. I am just using the mini UV LED nail lamp to cure the nail. To build the structure of the nail, I am going to use a DoubleDipNails clear polygel. This is a really big bottle, so it will last you a very long time. I'm also going to be using my diamond dapping dish and place some rubbing alcohol for my slip. Whenever I work with polygel, I like to have a lint-free wipe nearby just to wipe the brush if it gets a little bit too sticky. I'm going to go ahead and apply the polygel directly onto the nail. I usually just eyeball how much I need, but you do want to make sure to have enough to build a good structure to prevent the nail from breaking. I'm going to go ahead and start spreading out the polygel. Personally, I do like to start around the cuticle and sidewall areas first, just to make sure I have enough product to cover those areas. The temperature of your room does change the consistency of this polygel, so do keep that in mind. If your room is a little bit too warm, it will seem more sticky and harder to work with. That is exactly what is happening to me right now, but if your room is a little bit on the colder side, it will be a little bit more stiff. Personally, when I apply polygel, I like to try to get the surface as smooth as possible. That way I don't have to spend as much time filing and shaping. Once the polygel has been applied, I'm going to go ahead and do a full cure. After curing the polygel, you want to take a lint-free wipe with some rubbing alcohol and remove the sticky layer from the polygel. Next, you're going to want to take a hand file and go ahead and reshape the nail. You do want to start by filing and shaping the sides and free edge of the nail, and then go ahead and file the surface of the nail as well. After filing and shaping, you do want to go back and remove all of the dust from the nail. Before we do the nail art, I am going to be applying a matte gel top coat to the nail. This is going to give me a very smooth surface to do the nail art on. If you do skip applying a base or top coat gel, you will have your nail art run into the little crevices from filing and shaping, and it will ruin your nail art. Again, I am going to cure that under the nail lamp. So after the matte top coat is cured, I am taking the black gel art liner from the first gel liner collection, and I'm going to do the stained glass nail art design. You can do whatever type of design that you want. You can make it very simple or very intricate. For the design that I'm doing, I found this photo and I really liked how it looked, so I'm going to be using this one as my reference photo. I'm just starting by doing the flower in the middle of the nail. I am trying to focus on making sure that this is centered and as even as I can possibly get it. We are going to be going over these lines, so you do not want it to be extremely dark. These lines also do not have to be perfect because we are going to be doing a second layer of the outline after doing the color. So right now we're just doing the guidelines for the color. Because this is my first time doing a stained glass nail art design, I did decide to go a little bit more simple. I did choose a design that is a little bit more intricate than just random shapes. So if you are a beginner, you can just start with random shapes and then work your way up to more intricate nail art. I did just want something a little bit more simple so I can focus on the technique, and once I learn this skill, I can do more intricate nail designs. If you guys are interested in any of the products that I'm using for this video, everything is from DoubleDipNails, and I will have it linked down below in the description. You can use my discount code KCNAILS20 and I will save you 20% off of the DoubleDipNails website. So once I have the guidelines of my nail design down, I am going to go ahead and do a full cure under the nail lamp. For the colors of the stained glass, you do need a jelly polish, which I don't really have that, so I'm going to be mixing my own. I have these gel art liners from various gel art collections from Double Dip. I'm just placing a very small drop of each gel liner color on my mixing palette because we are going to be adding more polish to make these transparent. Unless you're doing the entire nail, you really don't need that much gel for each color. To make these transparent, I am taking the base coat gel again from one of the Polygel kits, and I'm just placing a decent amount of this right beside each of the colors. I just cleaned off one of the gel liner brushes and I'm going to be using this to mix and paint on the nail. You want to do this very slowly. You don't want to add too much of the pigment gel to the clear base coat. You want to do this very gradually to get the color opacity that you want. Keep in mind, for stained glass nail art, you do want the colors to be pretty transparent. Once I have those gels mixed together very well, I'm going to go ahead and start painting the flower. As you can see, it does have quite a bit of color, but it is very transparent at the same time. This, in my opinion, is the perfect opacity for stained glass nail art. I did clean the brush and I'm going to repeat the same process for all of the other colors. Most stained glass windows are pretty colorful, so you can get very creative with the colors that you're using. For this, I did want it to be a little bit more simple and use a little bit more of these same colors. So I am just applying the blue all above the flower, and below I'm going to be applying the yellow one. When you have a very big area that you're coloring, even if you have lines in between it, you can just color over top of those lines since we are going to be adding a second outline layer. Once I have all of the colors down, I did go ahead and do a full cure under the nail lamp. After that layer is cured, I'm going back with the black gel liner and I'm going to do the second outline layer. For this, I did make the lines quite thick, but you can play around with how thick that you make the lines. One really good way that you can play around with the thickness of your lines is to outline whatever you drew in the middle very dark and then have the lines all around it pretty thin. This will definitely make whatever you drew stand out. I also decided to add an outline around the entire nail just because it looked like it was missing something, and I figured the outline would make it look a little bit better since this is a stained glass design. Once I finished the second outline layer, I did go ahead and do a full cure under the nail lamp. Next, I am taking the top coat gel. Again, this is from the Polygel kits, and I'm going to apply a layer to the entire nail. I would definitely recommend to use a glossy top coat for this type of nail design. You can use a matte one, but I feel like it wouldn't give you the most realistic finish for this type of nail art, so definitely use a glossy top coat. For this nail, I did make the layer of top coat a little bit thicker than usual, just to make sure I have a very smooth surface from all of the nail art. I did also hold the nail upside down to allow the gel to self-level. Once the top coat is applied, I did go ahead and cure for a full minute. And here is the nail. Let me know what you guys think of this nail design down below in the comments. This is pretty simple, but you can get very intricate with this type of nail art. Do make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not already, don't forget to hit subscribe because I do post weekly videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!